Welcome to Ethio Ballers. I'm here with the famous London Rasta celebrity artist. We got him in Africa, and we're going to talk to him here. This is Ross Solomon, James Browne with the Get Down.
In the house.
In Addis Ababa. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, brother. I'm feeling really good, yeah.
How's your trip been so far?
Blessed to be home in Ethiopia. It's a blessing to be home. I've been welcomed. The hospitality is overwhelming. Yeah.
So when you say home, what do you mean by home? This is your first time here.
It's
what
my
do you mean
first
home?
time home, but this is it's not just my physical home. This is also my spiritual home.
Ah.
You know, Ethiopia, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, has encouraged us to forward home to Ethiopia. He gave us some land in Shashamani. Well, he didn't directly give it to the Rastafari community, but he gave it to the black people of the world. So we as Rastafari, we step up onto that. We step up to that mark because, as you know, we Rastafari, we love Africa because we relate with Africa as our home because I'm sure that's where we're from. So that's why I'm saying I'm home.
True. So now you're with the EWF. What brings you here? You're with the EWF.
I'm a member of the Ethiopian World Federation. I'm based in London. The Ethiopian World Federation Local 3. I'm based with them in London, but also anywhere in the world, universe that we go, and there's a local Ethiopian World Federation, we automatically join with that, you know? So
just to let you guys know, the Ethiopian World Federation was started by Haile Selassie a long time ago, Dr. Malaku Beni.
Yeah.
And also I'm a member of EWF, which is a great organization. Now also Ethiopians have gotten their, a lot of us foreigners, diaspora has gotten our ID because of the EWF association. And that was a association started by Haile Selassie to give land to black people from the West, Jamaica, America, and things like that. So when he say home, he mean home that was given by the king or given by the father of Africa, which they call Haile Selassie, the king, the emperor himself, Abati. African Abati. So when your father invited you home and gave you a chance to came home, you accepted the invitation and you came home to meet your people. Now you've been in Africa like what, two weeks now?
1.5 weeks. I still got 2.5 weeks to go, bro.
Great. So what do you see in Africa? What do you see? The people? How are the people?
Well,
how's the homeland?
I've been to Egypt. I've been to Egypt because I'm a lover of the pyramids and I'm a lover of I as an African culture and tradition. So there's similarities, you know, but Ethiopia, there's something special about Ethiopia, you know. It's, all right, first of all, in Ethiopia, it's the oldest Christian kingdom on earth.
Big shout out to Izana, King Izana, one love.
All right. It's the oldest Christian kingdom on earth. And even Jesus Christus passed through. Well, it's said that he was born here. There's a Bethlehem in Ethiopia. There's a Nazareth in Ethiopia. So where do we go from there?
Well, I believe now, I've traveled all throughout Ethiopia myself. And I've heard the stories, the myths, the tales. I've been to places where they say Jesus stayed up on the mountain between Gondar and Bardar.
There you go.
That's an actual place. The elders still tell the story, and the miracles happened to me there. So yes, I believe he was here. I don't know exactly if he was born in Ethiopia, but I know he was here. Big shout out to Jesus, one love, Black Jesus in the house. So Ross, what are you doing here in Africa now? What's the movement?
My movement here right here now is a movement that I've been on from day one within I Rastafari Liberty. See? And that's for the hungry to be fed, the naked to be clothed, the aged to be protected, and the infants cared for. Now, true to the Ethiopian World Federation, I've attended 2 meetings since I've been here, and I've met with an empress called Makeda, who's part of an organization called the Revolutionary Black Panthers. And on a Saturday, we link up and we go around and we give food to people who have been disadvantaged and find it difficult to actually feed their family. we look around Ethiopia and the world, and you know, it's people call it poverty, but I don't really see it as poverty, because poverty is a state of mind, and poverty being a state of mind, it's being created. I feel personally that poverty has been created for whatever agenda the people who created poverty is the people who know. Some people have food enough as big as this table, and then next to them there's people without any food. So there's something kind of wrong there. There's people with money as big as this table or as big as this room, then there's people with no money. So there's an imbalance there, you know. So
True.
Poverty is not something you grow
it's a state
into.
Of mind.
It's a state of mind, man.
True.
Yeah.
Now you didn't start this work here in Ethiopia. You started this work before you came to Ethiopia.
Long time.
From my research and background on James Browne, Solomon James Browne, I understand that you used to work with the youth in London. You were organizing a type of project. Tell us a little about
Solomon Music Academy, which was, I would say, initiated by the mayor of Waltham Forest, and they started to collaborate and work with me and started to giving me funding. So I was getting funding from the police, Awards for All, Jack Petrie Fund, the local council. I was getting a lot of funding, and I was putting on talent shows. So I would run projects in the schools, I would run projects in the libraries. Then I had a Black History exhibition department where I would go into the museum and art galleries and set up Black History exhibition.
I like that. So you're taking money from the man and giving it to the kids, to the children. Bless up yourself. Jah, Rastafari. Bless up yourself. That's what Jah did. You know, Selassie, the king of Ethiopia, was that type of mind state. He take from the wicked and give to the righteous. But you know, he's the Robin Hood.
You see, this is where I'm coming from, because everything that I've done in my life, right, from I had my calling as Rastafari, it's been to help people. And I go to the meetings at the HQ in St Agnes Place, that's where we were in London, Kennington, Oval, and I listen in the meetings, and in the organization now, in the meetings, the executives and the presidents, they're always talking about go out there and seek funding and do, you know.
You did that.
And I done it. I set up my own record label, so I've got this album's released now, Jamming for Africa. And to be honest, since that album's released, I'm here now.
The man just don't talk the game, he run game.
Yeah, man.
So that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You hear with Coach Carlos, I'm kicking it with James Browne, Solomon James Browne. That's an international name. We'll be right back here on Ethio Ballers with a little more James Browne. Y'all stay tuned.
Boom.
One love.